Hey guys, Anthony Devine here, and I'm going to do a demo video of Serpinatr, so go ahead and get logged in. And I'll explain things here a little bit as we go along. First place we're going to come to after upon logging in is to the user interface of the dashboard, or the home page, or whatever you want to call it. And you can see here, very simplistically, just the first thing we need to do is enter a keyword and then select one of the three estimation tools. We have the SEO ROI estimation tool, the keyword valuation tool, and our newest one, the 3-pack estimation tool. Now, briefly, just the SEO ROI estimation tool answers the number one question that plagues most offline marketers from prospects and clients alike. And the question is, hey, if you get me ranked on page one of Google, whether number 1 through number 10 or anywhere in between, what does that mean financially, or ROI? If I pay X amount, what can I expect on a rate of return on my investment? And so this answers that question, gives an estimate of what that can be. So at least everybody's in the ballpark and has an idea of what's possible. Now, the keyword valuation estimation tool is similar, however, it does not account for any SEO, so we don't have to worry about that. It just provides what the value of a potential keyword ranking on page 1 of Google somewhere, and you compare it to other keywords and determine where to spend your time is best spent, and you can get potentially the most return on your investment on any particular keyword. So it's a great, really good information to have before you invest time and or money into ranking a keyword. You don't want to rank a keyword that's not worth anything or going to cost you money, right? Now, the last one's our newest, self-explanatory. It shows the potential of ranking, that potential return on investment for ranking 1, 2, or 3 in the 3-pack. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you one of the tools because they're all very similar. And on the inside, we provide a training for each of the specific tools for the user. So we don't want to be redundant here. So go ahead and click in on the SEO ROI estimation tool. And then we come to a page here. This has the most on this one because we asked extra questions pertaining to SEO that you wouldn't necessarily have on the other two tools. So here, I also point out here too, before I get started showing the example, we have checklists for each of the 3 tools to show you and tell the user exactly what each box is and what they should be inputting. So it's really very simple to use, and they'll figure it out within a couple minutes how to use this tool, which is great. It's not complex and spending hours and hours trying to figure out what they're doing or why they have it. We have it all inside the training, and once you do it a few times, it's very simple to do. So first thing, of course, client or project name, we'll just call it demo 1, for example. The average monthly search volume, the average CPC, those are pulled automatically through a third party we retain in order to have them access Google's API and provide that information to the users. Now this you can keep it the same, but it can be changed. Nothing prohibited at that, but we're gonna go ahead and keep the 1300, seems like a good figure. We'll go ahead, your client's average lifetime value per customer. The next 3 boxes are something that, those are figures that the user can ask their client or prospect, and they may or may not know the answer. Of course they do, then the users, if not, they do an estimate and probing questions. Again, all in the training. So here we're going to say it's a PI attorney in Chicago. Let's say the average file is $50,000. Now the percent monthly clicks convert to leads. That's how many times, after how many monthly clicks there are, how many of those clicks to the website actually convert to phone calls. And so we're going to say here, let's call it 15%. And then we're going to say out of those 15% of those calls that come in, how many of those calls are converted to customers or clients or patients? And that's something the end user or the prospect or client should know. If they don't, then they would estimate. But let's just say we'll call it 20%. So 1 out of every 5. Okay, we're going to leave the CPC alone. Next is if you're a SEO professional, then you're going to put your estimated monthly fee here, which you'd like to charge your client or prospect. You might want to go higher for negotiation room, but for example, we're just going to use $3,500 in our example. Now, your call to action, you can put anything here, and it just signifies the next action you want the report user or your prospect or client to do. Please call me today at 555 I know it's not a great call to action, but let's put something in there. Logo we're going to skip for now. There's another place to put it, so we're not going to worry about that right now. Legal disclaimer is what the disclaimer's for. Anything else they want to put in here, we suggest a legal disclaimer. We don't tell them what to type in there because since it's a legal thing, we don't want to get involved, and people can have different jurisdictions depending on where they where they live. So we don't want to put that in there. That's up to them what they want to add to that. And then after we've inputted everything, we just click Estimate SEO ROI, and so go ahead and click that. And see how quickly that the calculations have been made by Serpinatr. And at the very top, we can see a report here with some assumptions in 1 through 10. Now this gives us the ROI of this particular keyword ranking on page 1 of Google, anywhere from 1 through 10. Now I'm not going to go through these numbers right now because I can do it later on where we have a more professional looking report that's generated. But I just want to tell you, typically this page here, the end user is just going to want to check it out and make sure the numbers make sense. The last thing you want to do is have numbers that are negative and try to show those to a customer or prospect. They're going to lose the deal, obviously, because they're not going to be able to show them they can make them any money. So they just want to review this page. That's simply what it's there for. And then once they're happy with that, the next thing they would actually do is go on to click on My Reports. And here's where, let's go ahead and you see here, Demo 1 for our keyword. And here, this is where Serpinatr gets very interesting because it doubles now as not only creating the PDF reports, but it also doubles as a lead generation tool as well. And I'll show you here in a second. So we've got the keyword at the top. We're going to click on Data Capture Box to open it up. And then we can capture the following fields: email, phone, and or name. We're just going to do email for now. A dialog title and dialog button box, text. These are for the dialog box. It's going to show up when the prospect or customer gets their customized URL. They go to open up the URL. There's going to be a data box or dialog box that opens up first before they can actually see the report. And they're going to obviously be keen to see what's inside there. So they're going to provide whatever we ask them to require, or email in this case. So let's just put get your free ROI report. You know, it's not great, but just something we can put in here. Claim your report now. And then we're going to further customize the report to put our own branding on it, which I highly encourage and recommend. So we'll put ABC company, the address, any street, and they can put their city, state, zip, or whatever the equivalent is in their country. A phone number, we'll put a fake number there. Email address, we're going to put our email, so what other business email is, or whatever they want to use. I'm just going to use my own example, one of mine. Now for the logo, you have to use a JPEG. The PNGs don't seem to work very well, so let's put one in there. And then next, header code and footer code. We can put any type of code in here. For example, for retargeting, add a YouTube video or whatever, just put the raw code in here. And so I'm just going to grab some code, and so we're going to use the embed code from a YouTube video, and then come back here just as an example to show you what it looks like. And then we're done. We click on Publish Report, and then Serpinatr provides a custom URL that the user would then give to their prospect or customer. So we'll click on it, we'll try to open it and see what happens. We're first met, get your free ROI report. That was the title we wrote, claim report now. But in order to see everything, what we need to do is go ahead and have the open up the report, just put in email. So let's put that one in there and claim report now, and you'll see it now. It's unblurred. And so nice thing to put up here is like an explainer video that somebody wants to put together for the prospect or customer, kind of explain to them what's going on down below. Here you can see we have the title in their branding, of course, which is awesome, with their email, their phone number, the logo. Now we've got SEO ROI estimation report for, you need to put the customer name here, obviously, or the prospect's name. We've got our assumptions here that we used in order to come up with these calculations. And for if you rank number 1 in Google on page 1 for Chicago personal injury lawyer, here's the numbers that come back that give the prospect or customer a great idea for ranking what that could possibly mean for them. In our example, they could end up with 11.84 per month of new clients, or if I analyze that, 142 new clients per year. Of course, these are just based on fictitious numbers here. But if we use to extrapolate the value of new clients per month, 592,000, that simply was the average lifetime value per client of 50,000 times number of new clients per month of almost 12, come up with that figure. And of course, then we annualize, that's 50,000 times 142, comes up with 7 million plus. And so, which is great. Information gets the client or prospect very excited, of course, but then it gets even better for them because we can show them if they use AdWords, it could cost them $30,404 per month, which is great. And then, based off these numbers, we can show them a profit by subtracting the 30,000 from the 592 to come up $561,000 per month, or a great ROI. That's all fine and dandy. We can show them, hey, if we rank you page one, number one for only $3,500 a month, you're going to get a significantly, exponentially higher ROI. So now these are just, like I said, fictitious numbers, so they're pretty high. But it could be realistic, actually, for a Chicago personal injury lawyer. But we go all the way 1 through 10 and show them, what it could be, the cost. And one thing to point out to them, too, is this is just simply one keyword. If you're ranking them for multiple keywords, these figures only can possibly go up if you're, obviously ranking them for the right keywords. Now, that's our report. And then, so they have access to, and then I should show you down below. We have the call to action here as well, and then they have their legal disclaimer. So that's not a button or anything. That's just simply a call to action, what you want them to do next. And like I said, you could have the video at the footer if you wanted, but we didn't in this instant. But next, just go back for simplicity. If you want to, after you already published, you just want to grab the report URL, you can click on here, and it goes directly to it. You can grab the report URL from here if you want, but it goes right there. It saves you basically half a step. We can also delete any reports that we want. Now, my leads, which this next section is, it shows you the leads that we've captured here, and the date and for which keyword. You can export that as a CSV file. We can also export, come back here. Sorry, we can't do that. I'm not sure what I'm talking about. Long day. Anyway, we can export our leads to a CSV file. And then I want to show you also, we also got the lead, we're notified the leads here. And this goes to whatever my account is set up with. So with Serpinatr is my account. You can see that we got the new lead captured, and it gives the report URL, so it crosses back to that. And so it's great information to have. And then we have the training tab here. So that's kind of a short demo. It does the same exact thing. Serpinatr does the same exact thing. And we can start over by clicking dashboard. And we can also do this for keyword valuation and also for the 3-pack. So that's Serpinatr in a nutshell. So it doubles not only as a great tool for getting estimates for ROI for SEOs, it also does 3-pack estimation as well. So we can get an ROI estimation for ranking in 3-pack, and also evaluates different keywords as well. So it's a very powerful but very simple software that also doubles as a lead generation tool. So with that, I don't want to take up any more of your time. If you have any questions for us, let us know. We look forward to seeing you promoting for us, and hope to see you on the leaderboard. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye now.